everyone, it's Diabetic Danica, and welcome to the video where I teach you how to put an infusion set in your arm. So I use Inset 30s with an Animus insulin pump. I am not going to do a full set change just because I already have a video on that. I will link it down below. It's called How to Change an Insulin Pump Infusion Set, I think. And I go through everything, insulin set, everything. But this is just going to be set in the arm. I use Inset 30s. I believe I already said that. So the Inset 30s come with an inserter, all in one. So this set is one that is 90 degrees, so it goes straight in, up and down, not an angled set. I have tried angled sets with an automatic inserter before, and I just didn't like it as much. I felt like it hurt more and it didn't last as long. So this is the one I use, and this is what we're going to show you today. We're going to show you? I'm going to show you. So the first step is just to get the plastic off. So there's a little tab here with a red line, and that's where you pull down to rip it off. You can just take out the outer shell. I'm just going to throw the trash on the ground because I don't have any table near me. And there's also a piece of paper on the back. You just pull the tab right here. Just pull that sucker off and all the rest of it. And there's also a hard plastic lid you can just pop off. And inside is your set with the tubing and the needle. There is a little blue cap over the needle, thankfully, to protect you. That's also where your plastic cannula is. So you want to be careful that you don't mess with that area because it has to be clean and it also has to not be damaged. Otherwise you won't be getting your insulin very well. So what I do first is take off the adhesive backing, which is in a fun swirly shape. You just go like this. So close. Ta-da! And once that's off, you can also take out the tubing because it's all wrapped up in your inserter. And there's a little notch right here where you can set your tubing when you're applying your set, because you really, once you pull this back, you really need this part here to be flat against your skin so that it goes in straight and you don't have any issues. So that little indent helps it so that your tubing doesn't get in the way. It also helps you know which way your tubing is going to lie so that you can choose what direction you put it, basically. So you can go ahead and hold the side of the inserter with the lines. So there's some with a circle and there's some with lines. Hold them with the lines because that's not going to deploy the automatic inserter. It's so you can pull back like that. I'll show you again, like that. So it's all locked and loaded. And I haven't taken off the blue cap yet just because I'm not quite ready. Alright, so this is the arm I'm going to put it in. You can take an alcohol swab to clean the area, but I just took a shower, and me personally, I just don't use alcohol if I just showered. So now I'm going to take off the little blue cover because I am ready to put it in. And it's probably smart to take off the blue cover before you pull this back. I just had to adjust the camera and everything, so that's why I waited. But that way you don't accidentally pull and deploy it and everything. And I like to have the tubing pointing up so that it can kind of go up and into my shirt, but pick however you want it. And I like to put it on this part of my arm. Right about there, but put it wherever you like. Then you're just going to squeeze the sides with the circle to deploy it. And there we go, it's in. And then I haven't found a better way yet, so this is still what I do. I pull the tubing up and put it under my chin to hold it in place. And then pull this out. Super glamorous, I know. And then I look and make sure it's in. I make sure all the tape is down. And it seems like, yeah, it did pretty good. So there we go. Again, I actually didn't feel that one. I feel like whenever I record a video, I never feel it because I'm so focused on the video and talking. But sometimes I do feel it. Like, it just kind of depends. I have really liked using my arms because it's always just great to find a new place where you can put stuff, because eventually when you're on a CGM and an insulin pump, you feel like you run out of places to put things. And so I loved when I discovered that yes, arms work for me and I like it because it's just more real estate and it's great. So then I can unclip. I'm gonna make sure this pump is all nice and primed. Again, I did not do an insulin change this time around, but You could definitely check out my other tutorial to see how I do that. And so I will just hook back up. Like I said, I like for it to go this way with the tubing and then put it through my shirt. Like that. And then I'll just put it in my pants pocket. Like that. There's Amber's down there if you can see her. Ugh. So yeah, actually with this shirt too, it covers it, which is kind of nice. And then there it is. So the only issue I've had with having it in my arm is just that I have shorter tubing. You can order longer tubing, but I just haven't. So I have kind of a shorter tubing, so with my arm it's a little bit longer, so I often wear my insulin pump on my waistband, just because there's less space to really put it lower. So like if I'm standing, because I'm kind of a tall person, when I'm standing my pump's in my pocket and it's on my arm and I stretch up, I might feel a little bit of a tug. But it really just depends on, I guess, how tall you are and where you place your pump. Because if you place your pump in your bra, there's going to be plenty of room. If you put it in your pocket, there'll be less. If you put it on your waistband, I found that gives me a little bit more wiggle room. So that is how I put sets on my arms. Hopefully this was helpful to you. I also put them on my hips, my thighs, and my lower back, which is my upper butt. Let me know in the comments where you like to put your sets, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I make new videos about diabetes all the time. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. My Facebook is Diabetic Danica. Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat is DMarieIsMe. So be sure to check those out, and I think that's it. Alright guys, thanks. Bye.